Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing tonight, everyone? My fans do and conchu. So, uh, I fell asleep tonight. Obviously, around 6 p.m. or so. I kinda got a little too tired during one of my 14 things, and I had to take a nap. I didn't think it was going to be too long, honestly. I thought I was only going to be asleep for about an hour or so. And, well, I mean, I also lost a lot of blood yesterday, but how are you doing, Ged? So I've been kind of out of it the whole day. No headache though, so it's good. But after, like, hi Soul, we're doing good. How are you? Staying comfy and cozy? But I had woken up because in my dream, I heard like D&D or Lord of the Rings style dwarves singing, like chanting a song actually, like and I was like, what? So I woke up and I heard car motors revving down the street over and over and over, and I realized that's probably what I was hearing, and my brain translated it to that. But then I looked at my phone and Luna was like, are you okay? Are you gonna be fine? I was about to call you. And I was like, what do you mean? Oh, it's 8:30. Shit, I gotta walk Quincy. So yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be good. I hope you're gonna be alright, Soul. You care for the sleepies? I'm good now, but thank you. Alright, as you can see from the picture there below us, I am joined by a Kanchu today. Say hi, Kanchu.
Hello, Conchu.
Say hi, Kanchu. Oh, hello, Kanchu. There's a difference. Your old Discord got hacked? How did it get hacked?
What?
And Discord got hacked. That sucks, though.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. There's so many people in Porch right now that my model is like frame dropping. Yeah. It's fine. Well, it's not even Basha, it's just outside of Basha. But I am trying to work on my Dragoon Relic today. And part of that is doing Castrum Lacus Ritore. Hi, Nikki! How are you doing, hun? So I realize... Oh, shit. Oh, no, the battle's underway, isn't it? I can't queue for... Yeah. No!
Rest in pieces!
Friend of yours. Okay. Yeah, you fell for that. I understand. That's a pretty common one out there, so I can understand that happening. How are you doing, hon? How's work for you today? My cute life.
Yay.
Yes. That's the point. It's like looking up the sky and saying, blue. Yeah? What you think?
Oh, shut up.
Got your patient in bed and chilling. Valid. Shenanigans.
So funny.
It's the same fucking zone.
Shenanigans.
Well, I mean, okay, so above that gray and rain is still a layer of heavy nitrogen causing the sky to reflect blue light. How are you doing, Alex? You staying comfy and cozy? In bed? Valid. I understand. I'm trying to get a different zone just because, like, I can't. Every single one of Boston's Southern Front is instanced. So I'm hoping I get a different instance. Because otherwise I have to wait. Okay, good. I was about to say, otherwise I have to wait an hour for it to even respawn. So for the time being, we're just gonna kind of vibe in here. This literally just started, so I don't know. Thank you for Hot Pot Summer! And hi, Mello! Good evening, good evening. How are you doing? Are you staying comfy and cozy? Gen 14 for the midterm, bro? Absolutely. I understand that. But I am on the Change of Arms quest for my Dragoon Relic. You do get 5 of the items for every single one of Castro Monaco City Torre. So I need to do 2 more. Once I get those 2 done, then my relic will upgrade, I think, to 515. Let me see. No, it'll be 510. And then I can do 5 Delubrum Regine, which are also, well, those are queued up, so that'll be faster. And then the final quest will be 5 Dalriada, but I don't think I'll be able to even try those tonight. I don't even think I'll be able to finish the second quest tonight. But we're here. Let's try to find an interesting background at least. So tired but chilling now. I'm glad you're chilling. Chilling is important as my voice is going out.
Yeah, I feel that. Mine was doing that earlier.
Yeah, there we
Like,
go.
I was on a video call and I just heard my voice dying and I was like,
Yeah. But welcome to the Boston Southern Front. This is... I mean, this is war. This is battlefield. So there's all sorts of enemies around, and we're gonna try to ignore them. Because I ain't about that life. But there's a big old... There's the actual castrum itself up there. You can't enter it, like, physically. But you can queue for it. I'm also an idiot not looking at the map. I have it up, but I'm not looking at it. But basically, the Bosnians, mostly Hrothgar, want their home back. And it has been conquered by Garlamald. Garlamald are not all necessarily bad people. You know, a lot of them are conquered nations. You know, as I'm sure some of you know about that if you look in world history and all. Look up anything about, you know, the UK or America and you'll find it. But
that was...
But yeah. You know, generally speaking, the conquered populations are not trying to be evil. They kind of don't have a choice. In this case, Garlamaldis is one of those manifest destinies sort of nations, but taken to an extreme.
Garlamald has spoiler warnings all over it for why it's like it is.
Well, yeah, but even before spoiler warnings, it was kind of like that.
True.
And before Primal gets summoned from this? From Basha? I don't know if they can summon a Primal. Hi, Spade! How are you doing? Are you staying comfy and cozy? Unfortunately, flight is not a thing here, so...
You have to book it.
Yeah, we just have to ride. I can ride a little faster though. Hold on. Once I lose these worms. Oh, worm, as the kids may say.
Cease and desist.
Well, yeah, but that's a completely different area. That's actually a PvP field now. Okay.
What cart? No, yeah, no, that's a whole different region.
Mm. And Miss Limsa. Look, Bahamut looked at Limsa and was like, you know, that's already trash. I don't need to do anything about it.
Oof. If you want the actual reason, Limsa was far enough away from the Cartano Flats that it was one of the ones that weren't as affected. Meanwhile, Gradania and Ul'dah were like right on the bit of it because you can go right from Ul'dah into Mordona.
Hi, Vilon! Right, you could walk between those. Limsa, you needed a boat. Limsa is very far away compared to the other two.
Yeah.
But how are you doing, Liren? You staying comfy and cozy? All you heard is PvP and I answered. It's just because Cartano Flats are on a different, on a PvP map. Correct. Limsa's on a different continent.
Right. So,
no. Limsa had its own problems. Because at the time, literally every city-state was also being attacked by monsters.
And phantoms of Nelvandarnus.
We passed it and fly over. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, hell, that's actually... Because I couldn't, like, go outside in 1.0. The servers were too laggy at the end. But I was able to stay inside, and I fought in Ul'dah. And memories of that are what led me to writing the backstory for my 2.0 character, because technically my 2.0 character is a different person from my 1.0. Technically. There's a little bit of soul crystal and soul transference and, you know, gifting the memories and whatnot, you know, what would end up becoming Shadowbringer spoilers, not that I was aware of it at the time. So who knew these things? I could not. Gonna hang out and vibe. Okay. Well, hopefully we can help you get nice and comfy while we, you know, explore a battlefield. I mean, I hope there are gonna be more PvP modes for you, kid. Hopefully, Endwalker PvP will be nice. Hey, maybe because we're gonna be on the moon, they'll give y'all a bounce house. You know, some low gravity PvP.
Please stop.
Every time you jump like 50 feet.
Please stop.
Yeah. Leisurely drive through a war-torn wasteland. It's reminding you need to finish your OC's lore for a cook. Yeah. That's understandable. I made a lot of stuff like samurai and whatnot, just like a natural progression of combat and picking up skills and basically adapting to the quests as they go. Dragoon will not lose automatically because if his low gravity's a thing, they'll never fall. You know? And heck, that'd be a great arena for Luna as well. She would never fall off a tower again. She's not even here to defend herself. But as for the blood loss, bless you. No, like, my headache is entirely gone, thankfully. I do have to worry a little bit about, like, nap times, just in case. But I mean, I did set an alarm. It was supposed to go off for 2 hours, and it wasn't quite there yet. But that was like a precaution of, you know, less so for, oh, wake me up for stream, and more so, if I'm not awake in 2 hours, I really need to see Smell. How many people are in the zone? Okay, 35. We're getting closer to when we need cash room, so in the meantime, we'll just do a little dance. We get it up. Get down tonight.
Get down.
I will be opening up our resistant recruitment here This little red menu above my head will let us know all the different instance battles that are spawning across the zone, as well as fates. Fates we don't really care about. We're after the instance battle. As I move things around my desk, trying to make sure I can get hand tracking working again. Jump normally to launch themselves off the moon. You're not wrong. But until this battle starts, we're basically gonna have ourselves a chess chatting stream with a dancing cat girl in the background.
Valid.
So, you know, it's fine. Did I eat? Yes, I had 2 slices of pizza. What did y'all have tonight?
I actually really didn't eat today.
Go fix that. Right now. Even if it's bread.
I just finished eating oatmeal, Yuki.
Oh, okay. Then you're good. That's eating.
Literally the first thing I ate today.
I'm glad you ate something then. Even if it's only been one thing, and even if it's only at night, I'm glad you ate.
Okay.
Leftover rice and corned beef. Very nice, very nice. Can't go wrong with that.
Never actually had corned beef.
My dad used to make, well, more accurately, my mom used to make corned beef hash for him, because apparently she would say, whenever you make it, the whole house smells like shit. Now, to me, anytime it was made by whoever made it, the house smelled like shit, but I remember being offered it before and I was like, I'm not gonna eat something that smells like it came out of a dog. Like, sorry, Soul. To my particular nose, it smells awful. I'm sure it's good, but I can't with the smell. But then, you know, my mom was also the type of person to, you know, fry rotten cabbage and then eat it. And I'm not talking about like kimchi. I'm talking she would just fry it. And literally the house would smell like someone had goddamn diarrhea. I was like, why? And you put that in your mouth? What the fuck? Oh yeah, I absolutely did.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
I was what you might call a precocious little kid. A little brat. A sassy pedantic bitch.
Sure, let's go with that.
I was a lot of things. And it's funny too because Nikki and I talk about this sometimes. Like if we had met each other in high school, we probably wouldn't have liked each other at all. Rum got unicorn and cheese.
That doesn't sound like too bad of a combination. It doesn't sound like too bad of a combination, I mean,
I can kind of almost see it.
Depends on the cheese, though.
Oh yeah, depends on the cheese, and I know some people like cheesy popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Which is effectively cheese and corn. Kind of. You thought you were sipping kind of, oh man. I feel that. But, let's see, what else did my folks make that was like weird? I'm trying to think. I remember. No, don't get me wrong. For a long time, I missed this. But Mama Ningo would make, doing shit. No. No, we don't.
Ew, no.
But she would make, let's see, chicken and dumplings, and use, like, she'd take the entire box of Bisquick, and she'd use Bisquick to make, like, the dumpling rolls. Which I mean, ended up being pretty good, but then it was like, that was a lot of Bisquick.
My grandma had a phase where she went nuts with Bisquick. It was good though. She made like mac and cheese with it and everything. It was really freaking good.
Yeah. I remember the first time that Nikki made chicken and dumplings, and there was no Bisquick at all. There was none.
There was none?
So, dumplings are meat in a bun. They can be. They can also just be bread dumplings. But yeah, there were, like, basically little breaded pieces instead. Because they're not meant to be, you know, massive chunks of Bisquick. But that's what I was used to. Thank you for head pat. But yeah, that's what I was used to. So I was like, what is this? Chicken and dumplings. I'm like, no, it's not. And, but I had it. And at first I was like, it's not what I remember, but it's good. And then the second time it got better. And the third time, you know, it was like trying to break away from something that probably wasn't the best kind of recipe for it. Man, I remember. Y'all. If you're in a relationship with someone, or if you feel like you might be one day, just as a heads up, nice little piece of advice, maybe be careful about just try to avoid telling your mom that your significant other cooks better than they do. So is happier dog? Oh, definitely Quincy, by far. I don't hold a contest to that. So I avoided telling Mama Ningo about Nikki's cooking being better than hers. I would completely avoid the question, right? Because no, I'm not that stupid. And so she came over one day, Mama Ningo did, to have curry. And don't get me wrong, like, Nikki's curry is legendary. You know.
Like that.
Hi, NPC. How are you doing tonight? You staying comfy and cozy? So afterwards, she, like, Mama Ningo took me aside and looked at me. Why didn't you tell me her cooking was better than mine? I'm like, but, yeah, how am I supposed to say that? And she's like, honestly, and I'm like, but Mom.
It's not a competition between the two of you!
Yeah, I'm like, and then she's like, what else does she make better than me? And I'm like, I'm not telling you that. Yeah. Like, when she had the cooking, she's like, oh, damn. We're doing good though, NPC, we're doing good. We are currently waiting on a Castrum Lacus Ritore in order to proceed with the relic quest for Dragoon.
I've been playing Shiny Nikki on a phone emulator this entire time. Listen, I lost my account, but then I got a UR card that I really, really wanted on my old account anyways for free. So, yeah, I'm keeping this one.
Nice. No way to win, yeah. And she only knew because she ate the cooking. Like, I feel like, curry might still be the only thing she's had of Nikki's cooking. Nikki would be able to correct me on that, because I'm not good at the memory bit. Yeah. It's not a competition, Mama. It is not. I would honestly be shocked if she showed up for the stream, though. I mean,
What,
she does.
Mama Ringo or?
Yeah, she does follow me, and she does get notifications to her phone when I go live. But most of the time, like, she goes to bed really, really early. Like, really early. So for the most part, you know, when I start and when I go when I end is when she's asleep. So, Hex.
Yuki has a better sense of direction than I do, though.
That's really not saying a lot for you.
I know.
I have to use GPS to navigate around my hometown. I've lived here basically my whole life.
Fair enough.
Okay, I eat apple now. Huh. Made the whole thing's different. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I remember that. I had forgotten about that, though. Ah, sorry. I'm better. Wait, that's still better than you. How is that better than you? Come on. The seesaw. I did eat that apple. Okay, I'm not that bad. I do remember my name. Wait, Y U H K I. Okay. Yuki.
God damn it.
Okay, well, I at least know the streets. And if it's somewhere I go often enough, we're talking like at least once a week, then I can figure out where things are based on their relative area. Like if I want to go to like a particular bookstore, my brain's not like, oh, I need to go like through all these streets and da 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 da. I end up thinking, well, bookstore is near grocery store and the Dairy Queen. So if I go around there and that area and take the path I take here, oh, okay, now I got it. So my brain literally builds the path to the destination in my head. But I can't do that if it's not near any place that I haven't gone to recently. So I kind of have to get out in order to navigate. But I don't really go anywhere anymore. You know, there's kind of a pandemic going on, in case y'all haven't heard. And I pretty much stay home almost always. When am I going for my Black Mage Relic? Sometime after the server shut down permanently. So never.
Damn it.
But yeah, navigation is just kind of a nightmare for me. And then Nikki, of course, like, Rack and Luna were both joking on this. They were like, Nikki, while drunk, was capable of navigating them to Walmart. When I, sober, could not. And I'm thinking, okay, look. First off, Nikki is genuinely better at navigation than I am. Second off, Nikki actually drives for the most part. Because if she's in the passenger seat, she'll get sick. And I'm lazy. So it works out. Third off, Nikki has this thing called the Midwesterner buff. Where she automatically gets... Yes, because she grew up in the Midwest. So she automatically gets a skill bonus towards finding Walmart, Sonic, and car repair shops.
Nikki, I don't think that's how that works.
Yes, that is how that works. I guarantee you. I can almost assure you she'll actually confirm it for me too. Cause like I try that is how that works right out. How are you both doing tonight? Y'all staying comfy and cozy? I was like, we were invited to go hang out with her family for Thanksgiving one year. And granted, we got the invite like early November. I kind of had vacation already planned out, so I had to change that. But it was a lovely time. But I will say almost all the places around there are Walmart's, Sonic's, Bass Pro's, car repair places, an occasional mom and pop stores for various things. Like, there's not a lot going on. A +1 bonus to survival checks related to navigation. Yeah, she actually took a natural explorer. Nikki's actually a ranger. It's a Canadian buff for you get advantage in survival rolls to track in nearby tours. I mean, yeah, you never heard about the passive skill. It's true though. It's true. It only seems to work when you're outside of that region though. Because it's not a skill you necessarily need there. If you want to find them, you know, drive for about 5 minutes, you'll probably find one. You're relaxed. Well, that's good. Every Tim Hortons is an autosave. Wait. Can you imagine having an autosave, like, in real life?
That'd be great. Also terrifying.
Oh yeah, but like, it's like, oh man, I totally messed up there. Let me go back to my old save file real quick.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. It's great but terrifying because if it's an autosave, that means like if it's at a point where you know you're gonna fuck up, but then it kind of changes to, oh no, congratulations, you fucked up. Oh, for save your autosave.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit.
I could I am late, Charles. I am. How are you both doing tonight? Y'all staying comfy and cozy? Autosave before midterm. Ow. Ow! You find the results, and then you just copy the answers in your head, and then you go back to the autosave. But the autosave happened before you knew of the results, so you're still unaware. Like how flowers always lean towards you, Nikki. I wouldn't say it's that bad. Now if we're talking about yogurt places, then yeah. Decided you're done spamming NECAs? NECAs. If you're unaware of your saves? That's true. We might have that. Maybe. Oh, okay, they're like pickers. Okay, yeah, that's valid. Maybe, just maybe, deja vu isn't something that's pure coincidence, but it's a fragment of the data from your autosave populating in your mind and trying to overwrite but missing it. And then you're like, huh, that's weird, and then you move on.
Can we not give me an existential crisis tonight?
Too late.
Fuck.
A glitch in the Matrix, yeah. You must mess up a lot. Big mood. Look, I think it's kind of an interesting concept. especially in regard to stuff like, you know, multiverse theory and whatnot. Every choice creating like a different universe where a different decision was made. When the fuck is this cash stream gonna spawn? The instance is filled, and it's a new instance, so we're probably gonna get it soon. Poor Trunks. Damn. You really had to go there. You really had to go there. Your belief is deja vu is your predicting the future in your dreams, but you don't remember it.
But deja vu doesn't just happen in your dreams, though. I've gotten deja vu, like, just sitting in my seat.
Well, it's, I think, oh, there it is. I think what Kuda is getting at is it's entirely possible. You know what? Actually, there we go. Okay. It's entirely possible that rather than only see it in our dreams, we remember bits and pieces from the dream, and that's what creates deja vu. But if you don't have dreams, maybe you still have deja vu, and that's you trying to remember your dreams.
You suck. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
I said I'm kidding.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, I am gonna go White Mage for this one, because I have.
Hey, Una.
Huh? What? What'd you say? Don't you?
Oh, I was saying goodnight to Grandma. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I thought you said Night Luna. I was like, Luna's here?
No.
Okay. But I have this little thing that increases my defense, HP, and damage dealt by a significant margin. In other words, I mean, y'all know that I really like taking care of everyone and making sure everyone is at full health and stuff, but because of this, I don't have to.
You're evil.
I am. More often than not, you go lucid in your dreams. I go lucid sometimes, but it used to be a lot back in the day. Cheeky puppy. I mean, they gave me an item that turns me into a god. Of course I'm gonna use it. In moments where you go in the deep thought, scary how accurate is. Maybe that's you dreaming. Give them a solace and a reach. No, they don't even get solace. I mean, they might. If I have enough charges, because I will get misery if I spend the charges, but we have more than 48 people queuing up for it. Well, that'll be fun. Hopefully we get in.
Well, you're one of the people that queued up first, so...
Yeah. Just if there are enough people that like get me into the instance before anyone else thinks, then I might be pushed out. What would be better, autosave or quick save?
Quick save. Because then you can quick load.
You would have to be conscious of it though.
It's true.
Like, I have a feeling a lot of people in the kind of panic moments where you would want to make a quick save so you can like try to dodge out of the way of something, for instance, you're probably not thinking too clearly. So I don't know if quick save would be a function that just happens. Isn't sleeping auto-saving? I...
Hmm.
Yeah?
That bothers me.
Yeah. You gotta do adult things to be lurking. Sleep is you loading the next day in your RAM. Understood. I hope your adulting is easily handled, Kuda. That's how Groundhog Day starts an autosave bug. No, unfortunately, something cast fear on the groundhog. If we're the characters in the game, though, we're not aware of the save at all. I don't know, 'cause I'm sure there's some games, like... Some games will tell you... trying as hard as they can to not break the fourth wall. That... Oh, like in .hack, for instance, because they are technically playing a game. Although it's an MMO. I don't know how they thought they can get away with saving your character data in an MMO. That's not... You don't save the game. Anyway,
Yuki, don't question it.
I'm questioning it. God damn it. But there are games like that where they tell you, you know, here's where you save and stuff. You don't like the pandemic world event? Yeah. They were researching a little bit too much into the World of Warcraft Bloodbane thing, and you know. Oops. If you could add a tank, how would it work and who? They already have Gunbreaker. So, mission accomplished. I have everything I want.
She's right. I mean, why fix something that ain't broken?
Yeah. Now you're gonna play .hack. Look, that's valid though. Hi, Benoms! How are you doing tonight? Staying comfy and cozy?
Meowdy do. Junior Ranger.
Junior Ranger.
Junior Ranger.
Dark Souls does it in Silver again. Yeah. Like, you're able to like save with this flame and stuff. Yes, I understand that. Sure, yeah, go ahead and cast Lost Bubble on me. I mean, habits in action, but I don't want to spend those points.
Okay, how do you do, Senior Ranger?
Have you even played Ranger, Conchu? I'm curious.
Nah, actually, in D&D, nah.
Yeah. Hi, Chirpy! How are you doing tonight? Are you staying comfy and cozy?
Before anybody makes any haha, you should probably switch to Ranger jokes, I'm not doing it. Because I know certain people in here would make that joke.
Oh, I don't have to make that joke. You're just a Ranger with sneak attack.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you effectively are playing a Ranger that can get lost, so...
What? What do you mean? You're right.
I'm doing good, Ruby. I'm doing good. A lot better than yesterday, for sure. I lost a lot of blood yesterday, as some of you might be aware.
You feeling better though?
I am. The headache is gone. It was gone when I woke up, so there's no doctor. It's an insult to your class. I mean, not trying to be directly insulting. Oh, my party's... Really? My party's going down here? Okay. So Khonshu is a rogue, and she attacks with ranged weapons. You use your spells. Fair point. Fair point. Okay, sorry. No, I've got nothing. Khonshu's just a rogue that uses ranged attacks. That's all. I donated blood.
I'm feeling bullied and I don't like it.
You are a rogue that uses ranged attacks. There's nothing inherently wrong with that.
No.
You know, just forget your subclass sometimes. That's all.
Okay, in my defense, I was
You also
English.
have a literal magical feature to use Mage Hand to give yourself an additional attack as a bonus action that I wrote into your weapon.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I had thought about using it.
Why not?
I forgot.
So you didn't think about using
No. I forgot why I didn't use it. That's what I meant. Shut up.
Okay. Range assassin's definitely a thing. This one is an arcane trickster. But I'm good. I donated blood to the sink, to the floor, to the toilet, to... I had to clean basically the entire bathroom.
It looked like she dismembered a body in their base, is what she's saying.
Kind of, yeah.
just call it what it is. Dismembering your body, also known as your nose.
That is a Swan subclass, yeah. Mage Hand is super useful for opening doors, picking locks, stealing from folk, Like, you can do a lot of different things.
When was the last time you ran into a locked door that I needed my Mage Hand for?
I feel like I should go... Oh! Yeah, I should go over there. Well, when was the last time we ran into an NPC? Because you could steal from literally everyone. Sorry, wife, and I had an anime moment. My wife is asleep.
That'd be kind of weird. Although, you know, not too... Well, actually, not that weird, because people like, look at their, like, significant others when they're sleeping, just like, how did I get so lucky?
I mean, move.
Not that I would know, but I don't think anybody ever got any nosebleed from it.
Probably not, no. Yeah, let's put this on Crow here. But yeah, no, like, it was just literally out of nowhere that my nose started to bleed. And it wasn't like a little trickle either. Because at first I was like, huh, there's blood on my arm. Oh, there's a lot of blood on my arm. Oh, it's dripping. Oh. And then it kept getting faster and worse. And I was like, and then, like, right in the middle of someone talking, I was like, be back. I felt so bad, but it's like, well, that shirt's being stained, you know. Although, honestly, if you want to get blood out of something really easily, milk.
Milk?
Milk.
Huh. I always use peroxide.
Milk, milk is good.
See, if I use milk anything other than its intended purpose, I will probably get yelled at.
That's true, Pinims. Like, you know, for the most part, I was about to say Ainsley. For the most part, Tay will go around and look for, you know, beast cant instead of places to steal from. Milk does too fix everything.
Yeah, Trimium, that's what I'm saying. We just use peroxide to get, things out. Sorry, I'm having a sneezing.
Milk is a little bit, you know, easier. Most people have milk around instead of peroxide.
Well, we people in my family have a habit of getting hurt either at work or doing stupid shit, so.
Yeah. Oh god. You know,
I apologize if I keep muting.
I
had a sneezing fit and it was not fun.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay.
Found out what happened? No. I have no idea. Oh, now we have a different target. Okay. Uh-oh. I feel like I should stand in the middle. Yeah, I've legit never done topside here. So I'm a little surprised. That's why, like, I'm sitting here like, what do mechanics? Like...
Mechanics are for cars!
Yeah, like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of following. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Perfection. I'm glad that one actually like dragged itself over to dragged me over to it rather. That was really nice. Okay.
gonna do my Crucible match and then go make myself a sandwich.
You're valid.
I'm on Destiny 2 now. One of my bounties for today is play a Crucible match with your Festival of the Lost mask on, and it's one of my favorite PvP
Well, there you go.
types. I love Control so much. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
That, and I don't feel bad if we lose. Because it's like, yay, I helped still!
You should feel bad that you lost.
Why?
That's because you're supposed to win. All you do is win, no matter what.
Wait, we're on Titan? I didn't... Wait, Titan's gone, though. What? Hello? Oh, it's this one! Ew!
They removed Titan?
They removed the planet.
That game is only down to Warlocks and Hunters. No wonder no one plays it.
Oh, I dropped my deck. There's someone on my team named Super Ginger.
Okay, here we go. Yeah,
And epic waffles.
I'm sorry, kid. Alright.
Ah!
Yep, apparently that's a player name. Who could have known?
Super Ginger, something about epic waffles. Gabe.
Y'all freaking... My Weight Mage Glimmer. I know I talked about this yesterday, but... I still haven't been able to update it since Heavensward. And I made it during my pink phase. Like, pink earrings, pink red item, pink shirt. You know, there's so much goddamn pink. Can't get rid of your classy royalties on the subclass. Understood. Hi, Ram! I am. How are you? Alright, let's bring on the light of divine justice. And by that, of course, I mean cast holy. Okay. Can't stand in every AoE, can only stand in most.
Yuki, I'm getting bullied.
Good.
Oi, just the what?
Just woke up, but you're good. Well, ohayo. O genki desu ka?
Oh, hi, oh.
Oh, you're bullying her?
Ow.
Apparently very well. Time to wake up and greet the dawn. You're shattered, I think? Ah, god damn it. I hate bosses that are like, you have to kill ads now, and this is force. You can't just beat the boss. You have to... This boss is immortal until all the ads are down. Like, come on. Yuck. Yuck. Gosh. Okay, can we settle down with the AoEs, please? Jesus,
No.
ever-loving Christ.
No. Not a loot.
Well, they're all facing different directions, so it's like, please. Yamero! As much as I am fond of AoE, no.
Somebody on the other team is named Skeletor. No wonder I'm losing.
Yeah, that's fair. I heard you like AoE. I don't. I do not. It is not a thing to particularly be very fond of in this game. Also, I appreciate that both of my items here are for healer. Like, y'all, I don't mean healer. Why do I have all these healing items? What was I thinking last time I played Ball Shot? I don't remember.
Hey,
Oh.
I killed the guy.
Nice. Well, see, the great thing about, you know, Dragon Song Ultimate is that I won't be playing it. I get to just watch it. Yeah. It's like, I've asked myself a
Yeah.
few times, you know, am I capable of ultimates? I mean, if I, put forth the full effort, yeah, probably. Do I want to do ultimates? No. Do I want the rewards of ultimates? Yes, those are very pretty weapons. But, eh.
Hey, Yuki, guess what? We won.
Good.
Okay, there was somebody on the other team named Skeletor, Cookie Badger, and Big Reality.
Amazing.
That was great.
It's a, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. There's a reason why I'm as happy as I am, to be able to just, sit there and only do DPS. I'm not a leader. I'm not a tank, hopefully. I'm just gonna smack things, and that is exactly where I need to be. Mention not being... Look, that's what usually happens. Even when someone else tries to make a group, a lot of the time it comes down to like, oh, but Yuki, no one's really listening to me, but they listen to you, and I'm like, I don't know why. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Mindlessly specking. That's true. It's very true. Sometimes all you have to do is turn your brain off and hit things.
That's true.
Well, Hex, I feel like a lot of people are going to listen to you because you've gone out of your way to be doing all this hard work for recruitment. And it's usually the people who are doing the recruitment that people end up listening to. Because by default, they see, oh, this person invited me, they must be the leader. Or they must at least be the one that I show some amount, not necessarily respect or reverence, but the one that I treat as my like go-to for anything in regard to the raid. So if you're the one doing the inviting, people generally do see you as like the one to pay attention to. If you want to turn your mind off, I put yeah. Honestly, if you want to turn your mind off, play a tank. And secure yourself as the main tank of your raid team. You don't do shit. You do your rotation, and you press a cooldown every once in a while. Like, the reason I even started streaming again, like picked it up in a serious manner, is because tanking was so boring that I wanted to do something that would like keep me awake. So, you have me playing Gunbreaker to thank for continuing to stream and eventually becoming a VTuber. To a degree healer. And becoming 7-way parallel mood. You don't like playing for range, you don't think? Oh, you like playing for range, you don't think? Oh, that's fair. Honestly, there's really no tank in D&D though. You can do stuff like compelled duel, like there's certain spells, but what it comes down to is, the DM choosing their targets, which effectively means there's not a lot you can do to tank. However the DM decides to do the targeting is what matters more. About 2% loss of DPS. Ow! Versus 16. Hush! Ow! Hi, Nova! Why do you continue to throw things at me? Are you saying I'm being cozy? So is that stuff for Monk? Like Monk is only losing 2% instead? I mean, that's still a loss is a loss, and that's unfortunate, but... Oh, okay, I see, yeah. I know that Samurai loses a lot when positionals aren't done, and Dragoon loses, like, next to nothing. In the grand scheme of things. Oh. Okay, so it's water and ice, so we have to be moving around. It does? I was reading differently on Unbalanced from like samurai mentors, like Jahadintons and people like that. I could be wrong still, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I just try to do my positionals as best I can.
I'm gonna go make that sandwich. I'll be right back.
Okay. You know, rule of thumb, if you do your positionals, you don't have to worry about it. Oh lord, what? Yeah, but... Well, yeah, it still hurts. Okay, so that is water, but oh. The next one is thunder and ice. God, it's combination. Oh, well, I guess I have to raise somebody now. Okay. Where even is my raise button? Here it is. Blech. Yeah, okay, well he's getting up anyway, so no big deal. Have fun, NPC! I hope you have a good night. Ah, I see, I see. That's not too bad then. I feel like maybe it was like a... I don't know. Wait, only 18,000. What's their gear like? So I'm like, hold on. That feels kind of low. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I was like, that feels exceptionally low for both of those shops. There we go. Da 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 da. So I think at Samurai I'm getting like 21 usually. Alright, let's see. Bop bop bop. Bop 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 bop. Open up all the chests, get all the coins. So this next bit I think is the final boss. I think. We're actually doing really good on time, honestly. My group this morning was it was really bad, y'all. It was so bad. Yeah, this is the final boss. Like, we wiped on everything, and frankly speaking, like, I feel like a lot of people weren't, because these are so strong, these essences, that I feel like when you're not using them, you're just honestly doing your party a disservice. Is my group on the other side? Where? Okay, my party members are starting to filter in. They're just taking a while. You know, tanks to be more fun. Gunbreaker. But yeah, I feel you. Tanks at the very least should have like a DPS feeling rotation. You know? And if you don't have that, then it's kind of meh. Wait, why is everyone leaving this party?
Hello.
Hello. Let's see. Not even that.
Trying to
Let's see.
make a sandwich with a cat is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Cause
Don't feel any danger playing tank. Yeah. Where's had on this grabbed it. Yeah. Oof. That is quite a loss there, yeah. I mean, you know, Rio, Monk is definitely the job that suffers the absolute most in 14. I mean, no other job has anywhere near the problems. But yeah, if you want danger while playing tank, have me as a healer.
she's not wrong. She's not wrong, guys.
I'll keep you alive. Barely.
For now.
Still won't scare you? I don't know. The only HP is one. Exactly. If you have more than 0 HP, you're doing fine. I currently have 0 HP, so I'm not doing fine.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm getting erased from our red mage, so all is well. There.
You got 2 raises.
Hell yeah, so that means I don't have weakness, right? That's how that works?
I wish.
Well, yeah, either I'm overhealing, or you're just not taking enough damage.
I feel called out by that. Real shit.
What
I'm that kind of nervous healer that kind of overheals by accident.
Ah, so that's why you're not healing me. Got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I am a nervous ninny when it comes to healing raid stuff.
It's understandable, though. Whew. Come on! Come on! I swear to God, the server ticks. Standing with everybody still got hit, like... That's so frustrating. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go where? Here? So? I goofed. Okay. Well. Okay. The tank dying there, that was not my fault.
I gotta lower the volume on my fucking 1v2 for a second. Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
I can't hear myself think.
I can never hear myself think. You'll be your problem, yeah. Like, there's a lot of tanks out there that are the epitome of God let me live another day, and I'm about to make it everybody's problem. And of course they're the ones that like spin around because they act like, oh, this is how you dodge mechanics, ha ha ha.
You spin my hair right. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, basically. Oh, yeah.
This is maximum yabai, because guess who else is dealing with was that hit by a screen?
I will be so happy when I never have to come back in here again. Says me who said this exact same shit last relic.
Oh no, I'm done with my relics. You does fucking Dragoon relic next.
Why'd I do this to myself? Y'all, if you're ever gonna play 14, or if you already play 14, invest your resources into one job. And if you think, oh, I want to play another job and really start to love it, don't. It's
Just
only pain.
don't.
It's only pain and suffering.
Invest in one job, and then if you like another job, just stick to two. Just have a two maximum. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer like Yuki's suffering right now.
Yeah. 500 on it. Oh. Ow. That was bait. 500, 500 under it. I don't know what those numbers mean. Oh, you mean number of... Okay, yeah. Now I get it. Yeah. I only have that on Gunbreaker. I think I have the first Paladin map. I never got far enough for the Dark Knight one. And I don't even have Warrior. At all. So... You know. There's a lot of dead people! When you played it was easy, you wanted to stick to White Mage, just play it. That's fair. But yeah, now granted, of course, when you do play that one job, you know, and you really focus it, and naturally you're gonna want to make it, you know, the best you can possibly be, but so that's a nice little benefit too. People start to know you because you kick ass at that class, you know. Yeah, oh, you only played for month. I mean, there is of course a free trial. I'm sure you've heard of it. That's bait!
It's bait!
What?
Oh my god, Yuki.
It's fine. It's fine. My voice, however, is not fine. Alright, let's try to get people up. So, still to it's an MMO. I don't know what to tell you. Of course it's MMO-y.
Viren, it's literally... It's
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
MMOs, do have that tendency, to being MMO-y.
I'm so... I'm still trying to wrap my head around that real shit.
You have it downloaded on PS4 and... Oh, you might have to just have a different account, perhaps, for the free trial. There's not a lot of demand on machinists. Yeah, like... Oh, you know I forgot to get the chest at the end. Ops. Well, oh. The in-game community will tell you, like, you don't have to worry about what you're playing. Just play what's the most, especially for progression, play what's the most comfortable. Play what you're best at. Play what you're not going to get a gray on, basically. And you should be alright. Now granted, that's the top tier. The tier right below it will be like, if you're not the absolute best burst thing, if you can't coordinate all these buffs, if you're not meta, then you're shit. They're the people who never get rolled first. Because they're too focused on, you know, finding a specific kind of player. And
they're the people that need to go outside and touch grass, basically.
Yeah. If people admit it comes... Oh, yeah, exactly, Ken. Exactly. People vote the game is one of the best Final Fantasies. Talk about great the game is and the gameplay is. But same as avoiding circles and 3 moves repeatedly as any other MMO. Well, I hate to break this to you. The story tends to not involve dodging any circles. The gameplay you know, you had mentioned you played for a month. It does get better.
The problem with early game is it's such a, even though it's a slog, there's really not much variation to it.
Because you don't have a lot of variance in your abilities, and there's not a lot of different unique attacks and stuff.
So it's kind of hard to judge it on if you've only played a month and you're not at, like, I don't want to say max level, but almost at the, like, almost near there.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it is a theme park MMO, so there is, you know, some, well, yeah, that's fine. Hating the game is fine, but like it does build up sequentially. So like, yeah, there's a lot of samey mechanics. Like, you see the orange circle, it's gonna be an orange circle, because they want people to build their way up into raid. And honestly, that's, from a game design perspective, that's a good idea. If we had something like, you know, World of Warcraft, of course, has, you know, things like DBM and Omen that will tell you, you know, hey, you need to get out of this. Or very, very loose warnings of mechanic is coming. And the devs are able to build because of that. They're able to design the mechanics because they know most people have those, to have those snap warnings and calls and stuff. We don't have it in 14, so they don't make fights for that.
They make fights around your pattern recognition on AoEs and stuff, because even in some of the extremes, they take away the pattern marker for certain attacks as well. So.
Well, sorry, Viren. I'll go ahead and change the subject then if you're uncomfortable about it. But like, if you hate 14, I'm gonna be playing a lot of it starting in November.
Same.
Just so you're aware. Like, not every day, but probably most. Just so that's out there. I remember seeing that. That's such a fucking cool mechanic. Good on! Thank you for 666 bits, Spooktober.
Hail Satin!
Satin does feel kind of nice, except on certain parts.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Let's see.
See, that's my favorite part of the Alexander fights in general, because not even just in T, but in when you fight Alexander Prime and you have like 4 people go into the bubbles and they go back in time and they kill the ads, and you see what happened in the last cutscene before the fight. Yeah. That is still one of my favorite gimmicks in the entire game, because it is just so cool.
Fucking EADS was like a nightmare for my group. Like, we were doing alright, but Lights Rampant, such a admittedly, we tried to do the alias strat for it, which was not a good idea. It was not a good idea at all. For us at least. You cleared it week 2. Very nice. Congratulations. We are we were an extremely, I'm not gonna necessarily say casual group. Like, I mean, 6 hours is casual time, but you know, not everybody in our group was quick to pick things up, which is fine. But it did lead to a lot of mechanics being probably harder than they should have been. Get better memories of Savage. Yeah, especially in Party Finder and such. I am proud of you for managing to clear, though. That's really good. You made the shots in your group. Valid.
That's why, that explains why you're so confident in yourself, Fury.
We would like... We would sit there, you know, we'd be able to do things, but there were a lot of mechanics that we tried to focus on and we're like, we kind of got stuck on, no, this is the mechanic we've accepted, so we should try to learn how to do it. Not every strategy for every mechanic is going to work for every group.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, like, if you notice your group is stalling on a certain way of handling something, you should look at a different way of handling it. And unfortunately, we almost never did. We just kept hitting the same wall until eventually people got it. But it definitely slowed down progression, quite a bit.
The only solace I can take in people, like, not liking Knights Rampart is the fact that every raid team I've seen that, like, I've either watched the streams or I've watched YouTube videos or anything, always had trouble with Knights Rampant.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. I do agree with Kat. I think having more of that in raids would be nice because it get people used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we can introduce that in like normal raid content and introduce it earlier so we can build up to it properly. Because when it first dropped, it was like, okay, that's a lot all at once.
I wouldn't have minded if there was like a baby version of it in normal
Exactly.
E8.
Exactly.
Because that would have been such a really cool mechanic to have in normal E8 as well.
Yeah, and the idea is, you know, all the mechanics seem to build up sequentially to each other. When you just drop something with that many steps, it's like, hold on, you know. You assume you're gonna die, repull. Mood. Absolute mood.
That's my thought process. We're gonna die anyway, so like, you know.
I had to learn every strat. Oh yeah, because you're party findering. God, that had to be crazy. Yeah, although I will say the one great thing about feeling like you're going to die every pull and accepting that is you're willing to take risks. You're willing, like, progression is the best time for it. The best time for testing something out. Wow, it's already there? Oh yeah, let's fucking go. And it's the best time for... Oh, that's right, we need to buy my mage. Nah, I'm gonna go samurai, fuck it. It's the best time for testing out your theories, for trying out and seeing if something is, you know, cooldown based or if it's timer based. Well, timer based or animation based. It's the best time for seeing how fast you can get out of something. It's the best time for being greedy, basically. But greedy in the sense of also determining something based on an educated guess and learning from it. Not just, ha ha ha, let me do stupid things. No, learn from the stupid things. Because by the time your group figures out their strategy and pieces together towards the clear and starts farming it, I guarantee you they're not going to want to change the strategy for you to be able to optimize better. They'll be like, well, we did it this way, we win this way, so screw you. So do what you can during progression to squeeze out that DPS, and it will pay off in dividends. If you're like, it's just progression, I don't have to try. This is the time to try.
I was about to say, if you're one of those people, like, I know I joke with Yuki about like, oh, it's just a dungeon, it's just a this or that, it's just old content, I don't have to worry about it. It's a different mindset when you're progressing in on content rating. Hey, my point is, I see that face. My point is, if you're going into on content progression with the mindset of, I'm gonna be lazy and I'm gonna not wanna do the very best I can and take pointers from people and stuff, then you probably shouldn't be doing on content rating. Probably.
Yeah.
That was the point I was getting at, Yuki. Don't look at me like that. As much as I joke with you about being the laziest fucking dancer in the world, I do have a different mindset when it comes to rating.
Yeah. If you're not giving your all,
even if it's a casual raid group, you still want to do your very best because even if it's casual, you're still trying to progress. So
you could see, like, I've heard, oh well, it's progression, we should focus on mechanics. Well, yeah, absolutely. But you should focus on doing DPS through the mechanics. Because if you sit there and think, oh, well, at least we cleared, or oh, it's just progression. Every little bit of DPS you do better is a little bit extra that can be sacrificed if someone makes a mistake and dies.
Right.
If you try your best, the group can make more mistakes and still safely clear it. And if you try your best, it'll only get easier for you as you continue doing the fight.
So if you go in with like a lackadaisical approach to it, just doing the bare minimum, and then y'all are having problems trying to
stay hard, and you're gonna spend 6 hours a week only getting to like fight 2 or 3.
Right.
Yeah, I agree, Ked. Like, at the very least, one thing that really helps me, well, I mean, that's a rude way of looking at it, Sol. I feel like, kind of like if you're gonna invest a lot of hours into a video game, you probably have the mindset of, I want to try to be good at the video game I invest a lot of time into, you know? Yeah. So, like, you know, please do feel free to try raiding if it seems like it's something interesting to you, especially normal raiding. Normal raiding is a little easier. Like, I mean, I support that idea, but in a little less harsh of a manner.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, like when I hit my playtime, I've been playing for 1,472 days, 0 hours and 42 minutes. That's a lot of fucking time to be playing a video game. If I'm still bad at this video game, what have I been doing with my life? Now, granted, a lot of that is AFK time, but details. Like, you know, we're gamers. We play games because we want to have fun, but we want to be better at the game we play. Yeah.
Here's the thing about trying raiding, though. If you're like, welcome back. Like, if you want to do raiding, I know this
community, but fuck this community.
Yeah, no, fuck this community. We're talking from our experiences, not as a whole.
Yeah.
For the most part. I don't know if Yuki's talking from experience, but like, but like, if you're going and you're like, oh, I want to try endgame raiding, I want to try hardcore raiding, but like, you see the first couple times you go in that you're not doing right, but you still want to try, it's okay to ask for help from people who have done it longer.
You should be asking for help in normal modes, though. Like,
that's true.
But by the time you're in, like, dungeons...
Good night, Charles!
Good night, Charles! Like, seriously, by the time you're in dungeons, you should have an idea of how to play your job. Like, well.
Yeah.
I do sincerely agree, because, like, flipping back to a little bit, two things that helped me the most in regard to doing better damage. Number one, hitting a training dummy a lot. And practicing, one, studying my rotation. Thank you for headbutts. Studying my rotation until I knew it, and then hitting a training dummy until I no longer had to think about it at all. And until I could do that rotation for 15 to 20 minutes easily without burning out.
Make me want to hop on 14 and just beat up a training.
You should.
I don't feel like doing it tonight, but you're making me wanna.
You should. That level of practice is like the minimum baseline for making sure you can handle it, because number one, you're going to, well, I mean, there's level 90 stuff you have to worry about, but right, but so here's the points I have. Number one, of course, you're gonna get your rotation down, which doesn't help for level 90 content, but number two,
still helps for leveling content.
A little bit, but number two, you're gonna get better at pressing buttons frequently. A big mistake and a big flaw I see in a lot of more casual players is when they start freaking out, when things start getting hard, they stop pressing buttons. They go into a panic and then they stop pressing things. If you're used to pressing your buttons often and frequently, then even if you make a mistake, it's easier for you to recover. And even if you start panicking, you'll still be trying to hit your rotation and still trying to do damage. So it's one of those, you know, when you're panicked, you return to your training. If you have no training, there's nothing for you to return to. So
They actually added an animation for you climbing up the ladder. That's so fucking cool.
So you just have to get used to being able to press buttons, which not a lot of people do.
Yeah, I do disagree with you. Sorry, Yuki, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I do disagree with you there, Ked, just because even if there's even if things are changing, it's still nice to have the idea of need to press this button, this button, this button, this button. Like, just have it as a like auto memory in your head, and then when you get to 90, it's easier to adapt to the newer rotation if you already know the older rotation, because if it's still 1, 2, 3, but then you have to do 1, 2, 2, 3, it's a lot easier to adapt to that than having to figure out a whole new rotation.
Well,
That makes sense?
Kind of like with what I talked about before, when a raid group has a particular strategy, it's harder for them to adapt to a new one. So I can see Ged's point. But like, the big problem with a lot of people not doing DPS is just not pressing buttons.
Right.
There was someone I was looking at recently who like, I think there was a Dragoon. Like, they were doing like 15 less casts per minute than the average Dragoon. So they're just not pressing buttons like often enough. And the best thing you can do about that is learn to press your buttons. Even if they're wrong.
But that still brings up the point of cooldowns, though, Ked. Sorry.
Like 100 potency is better than 0 potency.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's awful, but the base skill level of this community is extremely low. So that would help them most. Now, obviously, learning how to press the right buttons at the right times, learning how to, you know, stack your cooldowns and how to work efficiently in a party and all of that. Yes, that should be practiced, and that's more difficult to practice. Oh, I guess we're guessing now. Okay. More difficult to practice, obviously, on a dummy, and also, you know, it's one thing that you should probably wait for 90 to practice at this point. But it's still good to get used to, I need to be pressing buttons, and get used to, like, the GCD window. Like, a lot of people don't know about precasting, and it shows. Or slide casting. I remember talking to a white mage friend of mine, and she was like, how do you do that thing you do? And I'm like, what do you mean? You move when you cast. I'm like, slide casting? Yeah, how do you do that?
Taught me how to slide cast. It was so fucking fun.
You're 80 and you don't know how to slide cast yet? Oh boy. You know. Well, yeah. Like, really, really basic stuff. Or like, you know, strafing with movement instead of, like, I will see so many melee will go to completely at 90 degree and then completely at 180 degree to do their positionals, and I'm like, y'all alright? Y'all gonna be okay?
Wait, there's melee DPS that don't strafe? Hello?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah. Like, I am as surprised as you.
What? Hello?
As long as you're alive and doing damage. Like, just try to press your buttons, you know? Like Ked said, Ked is absolutely right. things are changing drastically. So getting down into the nitty-gritty of learning every detail about rotation, maybe not the best idea right now. But it's still good to pick up on and or refresh literally basic skills.
Generally you want to, like, if you're playing with a keyboard and mouse, you want to do Q and E to strafe to do your, like, side and back rotations, because it's faster. But what Yuki's saying is there's people that actually go around the mob to do their positionals.
Yeah. That
you want to strafe instead of...
Yeah, that and there's legit people who will, like, go out of their way, to, like, they'll move like this. And it's like, you're taking so much more time to embrace that. I play in keyboard and mouse. Yeah, Conchu's a whole other breed. We don't talk about that.
I'm a filthy clicker, and you know what? It works. It's fine.
It really doesn't.
Listen, it's what I'm comfortable with. Fight me.
I don't have to fight you. Your DPS will. Keyboard and mouse does work. Controller does work. Both of these are absolutely valid. Clicking your abilities can work if you're good at it and fast at it. It is absolutely terrible for preloading GCDs, which is what I was talking about earlier. I don't know how you did keyboard and mouse. I did keyboard and mouse for this game because this game was, I mean, the devs looked at World of Warcraft while they're making this game. So it was a very easy transition for that. I could have played controller, because I used controller on Final Fantasy XI. For a little bit. And that would have been an easy transition too, but like, for managing like all the different kinds of buttons that some jobs have, especially Paladin, it can be a lot. Oh no.
My thing with controller was I've tried it on different occasions and I feel really, I don't know the proper word for it, but I feel like a newborn deer when I try controller. Even after trying it for like maybe an hour or so to try to get used to the controls, it feels like my fingers won't listen to my brain.
That's fair.
Where on keyboard and mouse, I feel a lot more in sync with. I mean, fuck, I did freaking Alexander Savage with keyboard, and mouse, and clicking. So
yeah. I mean,
like,
Hex, of course, your wrist is broken too.
Hex, you can't talk. You like break a bone on your body every other day of the week. You even break bones that you didn't even know you had.
That's true.
So you really can't talk, sir.
Well, I mean, that's why you can't play fighting games, because he breaks everything.
In real life, Mortal Kombat characters break every fucking thing.
But yeah, like, controller, keyboard, and mouse are both absolutely valid ways of playing this game. 100%. Clicking is an entirely different breed of thing. That's how to use keyboard to play a game. Carefully. I did the wrong set. Left down for movement. Yeah, pretty much. It's just, for me, it's all about having a lot more buttons there to press. Because, like, I even have, like, straight up an MMO mouse. So I can add more buttons. Because, like, y'all, seriously, Paladin has so many goddamn buttons they have to hit. I couldn't imagine playing that on controller.
I want to see someone do Paladin on controller just to see how fucking ridiculous. There's not enough. There's like what, 4, 8, 12. There's like 12 slots, right? For
like, I'm sure they can manage it, but it's got to be like a goddamn nightmare. But
I've seen people do healer on controller.
Yeah, like Nikki plays healer on controller, so it works out well enough. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
I've tried to get her a good keyboard and mouse, and she's like, "But I've always played Final Fantasies on controller," and I'm like, "Okay." It's pretty easy. I believe it. Because I mean, the game was designed to be able to do both. You know. But yeah, like right now, I have a hand in a claw grip on my mouse with my thumb at the 1, and I have 12 buttons here that I can reach pretty easily, even with my hands. I had to find a pretty small mouse though. I had a big mouse before and I couldn't reach like the back 6 buttons, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are my hands really that small? Jesus. My fingers right now, my middle finger is on W, my ring finger is on A, and my index finger is on D. My thumb is situated over on the C, and my pinky is sitting on shift. And I just have my hand sitting there like that. That allows me to do the movement that I need. For strafing, I hold my right mouse key, and then I use A and D. Well, A and D and W, basically. And then for necessary, like, my mouse is a big part of my movement. Realistically speaking. But, so then I just work around that, basically. As you can probably see from my hotbars here, I don't have any numbers that force me to press anything after 6. Anything that is greater than 6 is actually on my mouse. Because my hand can't reach past the 5 comfortably. So it's kind of a fuck. And use another hotbar to memorize where it is. Yeah. It's fun. I think you should. Oh, this is bad. This can be stunned. Or silenced, I think. They can be silenced. Hello, Alex! How are you doing tonight? Are you staying comfy and cozy? Welcome to the Apple Inn. I think that's the first time I've ever seen, like, the, from viewer message line. That's pretty cool. If you want to use bug, you bumper, circle. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of extra buttons for that. Oh, notifications. Okay. Oh, you forget. Yeah, that's fair. Chest for mug. Chest to mug somebody. I mean, admittedly, I feel like mugging somebody should be hard because, ow. I tried to get out of that. Oh well. Thankfully, this is the last... Okay, chat, please hold me to this. This is the last Castrum Locus Ritore I'm going to do. I'm not going to make a 4th relic. I'm not gonna do it. Did they all leave me behind? They all left me behind. That's rude as hell. Bastards. Alright, fine. No. Cause like, look. They're still there, but they weren't raising me. The only job that I play that I might be considering making a relic for is probably White Mage. But I don't play White Mage often enough to consider making a relic for. Then yell at them. No. I'll just yell at them on stream instead. It's more satisfying. I can at least keep track over there, but like there's 3 people that can raise me in here. Even in this party, and there's other parties I could have targeted. But what it means is I get a little bit easy. Look. I just don't like some jobs, okay? I'm allowed to not like jobs. Like, you know, there's this thing, red mage? Nope. Not even, not even unlocked yet. Red mage is your favorite job? I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad there are people who enjoy it. I looked at it and I was like, I already play a caster. I think I'm good. Summoner, on the other hand, I'm looking forward to Summoner with Endwalker. Current Summoner? Oh, hell no. Endwalker Summoner? Maybe. We'll see about that. Elon, you're so stupid. I didn't know you could put your soul stones on retainers. That is one hell of a way to make sure to never play the job. Man. No. Black Mage was the caster that I didn't mind the least. Like, I was like, wow, those things are dying fast. I was like, I have to level a caster for role quest. So, I might as well do something. Dancer I only leveled because of Basha, actually. And because, you know, we did hear the stuff about melee and physical range would be separate in the next role quest, and I was like, ooh, I should probably have one of those. I should probably have that set somewhere. Data center do I play on? Primal! Yes, thank you, kid. I am on Primal on the Excalibur world. So that's where I spend my time, and apparently I'm not. Wow! You're not wrong, but wow, to admit that is rude. I'm sure it may just chill, it's just... I don't know. Who knows, maybe I'll unlock it one day and I'll like fall in love with it. Ow? I feel like it just needs half my brain out. Ugh. You're on Primal, you recently made an EU alt on Chaos with a better ping. Ah. Yeah. I can understand that. Where's everyone? I guess they're still doing stuff. Yeah, like North America, I guess it depends mostly on the time zones that you play at, as well as the groups that you can find. I know there's another friend of mine who had seriously considered playing on the European data center, despite the ping, because he lives over here in North America. Just because it would be more appropriate for his not necessarily his time zone, but his time of play. And there'd be an increased likelihood of him being able to maybe like find people to play with, or find different groups to chat with. Because like usually when he gets home from work, like no one's around. So there's definitely like different sacrifices between the people year round as well as the ping you have to deal with. And VPNs only help so much in that, unfortunately. I think I've heard Mudfish is pretty good depending, but honestly I'm not well versed on the kind of VPNs that are out there and what they offer, so which I feel like I should be, because the North American data centers are on the West Coast now and I'm on the East Coast. It's not exactly hell, but it's not exactly easy either. When you go to Limsa and Primal, people chat a lot. They're very friendly. A small talk, chat. Oh, especially when the songbirds are playing, or like you get different music groups, kind of like songbirds going. Man, I love the activity and life of the game, so I feel you. I wonder if that's a cultural thing. Like, I don't know if it's significant, like if it's a coincidence or if it's just a cultural vibe.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I have ice cream.
Nice. What kind of ice cream do you have?
Chocolate and vanilla with chocolate syrup and sprinkles.
Good choices.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel you, Alex. Like, getting to be around in, you know, either Limsa or Eldar, wherever someone is performing, and getting to experience the life that's in the world. I know I was definitely talking about this a couple of 14 streams ago, but like, that's the part I love most about Final Fantasy XIV. That is, you know, people have turned this game into a living, breathing world based on their creativity and their desire to make these wonderful things and play these songs. So Europe is overall. I see. Yeah. Talking to strangers and no. Honestly, that's probably for the best.
That feels like something we learned when we were kids. Is like remember stranger danger.
And we've just fucking ignored. Yes.
It's like my grandma still gives me looks when I bring up the time Rex said he was gonna hide me in his trunk and take me up to freaking I think it was I forget what it was.
The context behind that's kind of
the context, if you don't know the context behind it, it does seem a little sus, but like
yeah. You approach and chat at random strangers all the time. People think you're drunk. Hey, but you're living life. That's what you like to do. That's what you want to have fun doing and learn from people. Like, I mean, heck, apparently Grandpa Ringo was a lot like that. This is a story my mom had told me that Mama Ringo had told me about him. That there was one time, back when she was really little, when your dog is eating your foot. Tell them not to, Pumpkin. But hi, how are you doing? You saying something, Cozy?
Don't give your dog salt.
No, not salt. Not too much sugar either. No. Like a salt lick might be okay, but not like a ton of salt. That'd be a bad idea. But yeah. So oh well, I died. Perfect time for story time then.
Yay.
Yeah, so this was back when Mama Dingo was pretty young, and apparently someone had hopped over their fence into their backyard. And Grandpa Ringo thought this guy was like a friend of my uncle, just coming over for a casual visit. And so he started talking to the guy, and like apparently the guy had like served, and he's like asking about his service because my grandpa was in the military too. And like he talked to this guy like just, you know, as a person, as a friend, and respected this guy as a human being. He never met him before, but he was just earnestly wholesome. Like my grandpa apparently was like the sweetest heart ever.
Did your grandpa literally stop a would-be burglar just by talking to him?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
And actually got the guy, like, apparently they were talking and like he met, okay, well I didn't get heals that time, but he managed to get the guy to talk about like turning himself in and changing over for a new leaf. And apparently like he met the guy again after the guy was released on parole and like helped him find a job and everything. And like yeah, my grandpa is like one of the best people in the world.
That's actually really sweet. Like,
yeah,
in all legitimacy, that's really sweet. Like,
and all it takes is seeing people for who they are and treating them as human beings regardless of their situation. So it's like, it's literally like the base level I feel that people should do.
I basically have common fucking decency. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so rare.
Can you stop hitting me with your
task or two? There we go. But yeah, like I'm really proud about my grandpa. I never really got to meet him because he was already gone by the time I was a little kid. But it's nice to know that like I can still hear stories about him and try to hope that one day that I can maybe live up to some of that.
It was good. It's nice to know that he was.
Good.
It was nice to know that he was a good person.
Yeah, we're gonna die here. We're gonna die here. We're gonna. Okay. But yeah, like, so Alex talking about going up and chatting to random strangers. I'm like, I feel that. I feel Alex, maybe somewhere inside, you know, I can still have hope because there's still people like you and like my grandpa who will see people as human beings and respect them no matter what. So thank you for that, Alex. I lifted my heart up a bit today.
Yeah, it's very rare that you see people like that anymore. Which really honestly sucks. Like, I mean, I hate talking to people.
It's big same.
But I will still try and at least go out of my way that if someone makes eye contact with me, like just walking down the street, I'll say like a hello or a good morning or like bow my head a little bit to like say hi or something.
You see, everyone has a number to help you a big number to the number. Good Lord, cat.
I don't know about that.
Grandpa used force wholesome. Yo, my grandpa was just an amazing person.
Your grandpa's a fucking Jedi.
You're kidding. Okay, good. Like, pretty old-fashioned. Ah, I see. Yeah. I mean, there's also a lot of something to say for, like, not necessarily in the sense of minding your own business, but, like, a lot of people just want to, like, get from point A to point B, and they don't really think, oh, let me talk to a random stranger. You know, they're just, like, in their own, they stay in their own lane and leave other people kind of out of it. Which is fine, like, because there are a lot of people out there who are not as genuine as you probably are. There are a lot of people who have ulterior motives for reaching out to somebody. And it's unfortunate, like, I even see that, see, most people, you're able to go, oh, that's cool. And then you can of course learn a lot. Like, man, exchange students are nice because you can learn so much just from talking to them. Like, even, hold on. Even just online, you know, people come into chat sometimes and like, oh, I'm from such and such country, and like, that has happened before in guilds and online communities where you're able to talk to people from completely different areas and learn so much about, you know, food or culture or their mythology or their beliefs, and it really opens up your world for you. So it's very nice. But yeah, like, you know, sometimes I'll go to the gas station and, you know, occasionally there might be somebody who walks up to me, excuse me, and I'm like, yeah? And like, one of the first things they'll say is something like, I'm not like a bad person or anything. I'm not trying to like take money for drugs. And I'm like, Well, like, and you sit there and you feel bad because this person must have had to ask so many others for help, and they probably had so many turnaround because that is unfortunately a common thing, but or at least it's a common thing in regards to like what people think is common, and a lot of
Yeah.
people probably treated them that way and probably treated them very poorly. So they start out with like, I'm not here for bad things, and it's when they have to go on the defensive, it means that someone has hurt them, and it's just sad. You know, so it's like the world can definitely use more people who can approach someone with a genuine heart. And admittedly, most time when I'm going to the gas station, I have enough money for gas, and that's kind of it. So I do feel bad. I can't actually ever help them.
When people do that to me, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I don't have it for you. I just feel really bad because it's like I have a certain amount of money to do the thing I was supposed to do while going out. I don't have any extra to give, and I feel bad because, again, like you said,
yeah, it's like I came out here to get gas, so I have enough money for gas, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I feel bad, but it's also a matter of like
you can't always help everybody.
Right. You want to be a good person, just life does not let you be a good person.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, granted, there's also people who might get on the defensive because maybe they're going to spend the money for something bad, and their initial reaction is a guilty one. But I feel that's probably less than... Because if there's a lot of people in my area who were just mean. Like,
I believe it.
Yeah.
That sounded really mean, I'm sorry, but that I believe it.
If they spent it for something bad, that's something... Well, that's fair too, yeah. Wait, why do you suddenly have a conductor badge? Oh, it's like out of nowhere it popped up. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's like, you know, they can go and spit. Why did I not cast Cure 2 on myself first? Oh well. Well, this gives me more time to sit here and chit chat. You conduct raids. Understandable.
I switched back to Genshin, so now I'm doing puzzles.
I mean, you'll be doing plenty of puzzles in D&D, which I still need to write. I feel like ending on Thursday was just a bad idea. Because I did not give myself enough time to like sit there and actually write things.
You know we're not gonna be mad if you need an extra week to like do things, right?
Yeah, but I'm not DMing on my birthday.
You know we're not gonna be mad if we don't do this for like 2 weeks, right?
Nevertheless. Yeah, that's both. Yeah. X and I had spreadsheets. X and I had spreadsheets for quite a lot of fights, especially Titan. And the unfortunate thing with the spreadsheets is like,
Rip.
It's fine. It's fine.
Rip. Is it?
It's fine. It's not
Is
fine. It's not fine. I keep getting up and then there's an AoE or there's like raid wide that hits me and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Can I actually get up and actually heal myself without anything casting AoE? Just let me heal. Please, stop.
You can't have any of this ice cream. It's chocolate.
There. But yeah. Having good Muslim people is just, it's really nice in the world. The world needs more of it. I know of quite a few people in my own family who are not the best kind of people. Homeless life is a rough one. Hard to get. Ooh, yeah, because the system is not designed to get back up at all.
Yeah.
The break from DMing is nice, but on the foot deleting it does. It really does. Like, what I'll probably just do is I'll probably take off stream tomorrow. So I can just give myself, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to sit there and write. Yeah. I have no idea what you could be meaning by that, Benums. That'll give me 3 days in a row to figure out what I want to do and, you know, where I want to send y'all, as well as to make sure my notes are trimmed down. Because apparently I play with a lot of good role players, which I'm very happy that. It does take a while to meet and see. Okay, kid! Have fun! You know, EU and America have some bad and evil people. Americans. Oh, yeah, that's true, that's true. A lot of people in America are like, what are you doing approaching me? Well, I mean, I guess I can say, yeah, sure, if doing that or saying that will get you away from me, then, yeah, and, That's not like to have role players. I don't know. Hopefully one of my role players doesn't have a nosebleed for 10 minutes on Saturday. Kanchu, I think you're being called out.
What?
I think you're being called out.
Why? Hello? What?
Hi, Frosted! How are you doing tonight? Are you staying comfy and cozy? Penum's asked, what's it like to have role players?
Oh. Oh. I'm sitting here just shooting things, trying to do a puzzle. I'm not paying attention much, sorry.
That checks out.
Listen, I'm on Inazuma doing fucking electro puzzles.
Yeah.
Or pain in the ass.
You felt awkward talking to Leo Charles spectating. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I wasn't how to put this? I wasn't exactly expecting to, you know, drain blood from my nose for 5 minutes. Well, 10 minutes really. Probably about 8 or 9, honestly. Yeah, I was almost dying, so that was kind of scary.
I was almost dying, no big deal.
Yeah, NBD. I appreciate that though. It was. I do feel bad because Charles had even mentioned that. He was like, well, it was really kind of quiet and really kind of awkward at first. So I'm like, that was when my nose was bleeding. I couldn't do anything. I'm so sorry. It's like, I had to tell him, I was like, it's usually a lot better. We have at least one other person who talks in the party. But yeah. Yeah. And I mean, technically we're 4 people because, you know, Emmy wasn't there to play Adwin. So, you know. Alright, we have our next phase of the Dragoon Relic is done! Oh! Let's see what this thing looks like. Big Ultra Bolt. Adwin play improve. That's true. Yeah. You know, Adwin did a lot of really good things. A lot of CCs actually used, like, you know, used her sorcery points. It was really impressive. Like, it's really out of character for Adwin to do sorcery things. You're not able to finish Relic one of. Oh yeah, no, my god. Thankfully that step is only once. So I will say it is easier for concurrent relics. And thank you for the stretch salt. As my back is cracking and popping and my hand is through my face. My hand, please. Thank you. Oh. There we go. Lost Order Spear.
I will say the
Hey,
Dragoon relic
Netzel!
for this looks so fucking cool.
Thank you for head pats.
Good night, Soul.
And yeah, it really does.
It's like a lot of the a lot of the Shadowbringers relics look really good. Better than in ones from Stormblood.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the Dragoon one for Stormblood because that just pisses me the fuck off.
So my current spear is determination, direct hit rate and determination 510. The Lost Order spear is determination and crit at 510. So technically it's already better considering that's only 2 slots guaranteed and this one is 5 slots guaranteed. So my relic is already equal to what my Dragoon wears, which is cool. But I do have the Gunbreaker relic complete. So we can see it here. The right command. There you go. That nice blue glow. And we have here the cartridge has that kind of goldish yellow to it.
The barrel looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice weapon. The Gunbreaker weapon is probably one of the best, design-wise. I do have also the Samurai weapon, but it is glamored into the crafted Byaku's katana. When I first saw this effect, I could not help myself, and honestly, the Samurai relic is not that great.
The Byaku one looks a lot better than the relic.
It does. Oh yeah, yeah. Paladin relic looks really nice too. I'm a little more partial to Gunbreaker because I play it. But let's see. The quest we're on now is a new path of resistance. Undertaking a Dragoon. Okay, so I need to queue for Delibrum for this one. Delibrum Regine. Delub.
No. Delu?
Brum.
Brum.
Reg. Ine. Delubrum Regine.
You know I'm just doing it to fuck with you, right?
I know. Let's see. Let's at least go back and try to buy, I need to buy some of the items so I can get some more DPS things, just so I'm not like... Maybe honestly I should just play healer for it. Or maybe I should be a tank and not worry about it.
I think go tank and not worry about it.
Yeah, because when you're a tank and you have those buffs up, you can stand in everything.
Also, please consider fast queues.
It's not really, because they're not built like that.
So this.
You queue for what you have. I'll go ahead and set the S. I do want to at least check my retainers. Let's see. Because I have a venture done. Do I have a retainer with my wife's name? Yes. Yes, I do.
It's super cute, so it's valid.
Can't stand DPS queues. That's fair.
Alas, in DPS.
She looks like my wife's character used to, except with white hair. So I didn't want to copy her exactly. So that was Nikki's Mikote. Take this time to gently remind my D&D players that there was time that can be used. There was. That is it's while we were at the academy, right? because I'm sure you remember this, but my character doesn't feel too good right now. I don't feel too good, Mr. Stark.
No. Yeah, bye.
How do I have so much guilt?
middle.
Let me show you.
She's not a scrub like me.
Let me show you. So, ta-da! This is the answer.
They're all lit. Oh, you son of a cocksucker.
Wow, Khonshu, calm down.
No, this puzzle's pissing me off.
Okay, but there are other words to say.
Yes, dear.
God. Ah. Alright. Let's go ahead and... yeah, those inspiration, they really did. They really did. But yeah, that's maps and doing what I'm doing right now of putting most of my money on my retainers. This is a technique actually that that Camo taught me a long while ago. If you dump most of your money on retainers and leave yourself with like about 100 to 200,000, you're a little less likely to spend it because you're like, oh, well, I don't have the money for that glamour piece or whatever. And or you don't go crazy. You're not like, oh man, I can get that item for 5K. No, because you don't have much money sitting here. You're like, well, let me see if I can find a vendor that sells it for 300. So it's a culmination of tiny little, like, you know, penny pinching techniques and such. But yeah, those inspiration points are really nice. I almost have a feeling like I'm probably not going to survive to see the next session.
Yeah, that very special young Garuga really has it out for you, just saying.
Yeah. But let's go back to the Doman Enclave. People see adorable tacos. No. Because right now I'm a cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are two hands. There we go. There are two more ways that are really easy guild making that you can do even if you're not a crafter. Well, the first one you kind of sort of have to be-ish. The first one is at the start of an expansion, buy up and or craft almost all of the guild leave stuff for crafters and gatherers, because, well, I think gatherers are different, sorry, but do the ones for the crafters.
Gatherers, you literally have to go out and gather the shit,
Yeah.
like in
That's
the
right, yeah. So
itself,
for crafters then, really rich crafters will buy that like it's just like it's water, and they'll buy it for crazy prices. So that can be a really big nest egg. Number two, I realize because it's midnight and I'm about to leave. The second best thing you can do, and honestly you can do this every raid tier, save your excess materia. And at the start of a new raid tier, drop all the materia that you're not going to use, and probably just drop it all, honestly, on the market ward for insane prices. Especially if it's direct hit. Tanks eat that stuff alive when it's the start of a tier. And they'll pay ludicrous prices and buy it faster than you can put it on the market. So you can get very rich very quickly for just stockpiling materia. If you do that every tier, you should have enough money for pretty much all the purchases you're probably gonna need throughout the game. Unless, of course, you start going crazy and, like, you know, buying high-end glamour when it first comes out. That's another problem. Another good thing you can do, a third thing, but it's a little more labor intensive, is stockpiling a couple of maps and going out with some friends and doing maps. Sometimes you can walk out of there with just like, you know, 100k or a little more, just by like the usual rewards. You know, if you're lucky enough to get some portals, even more. Maybe you might get an item or two that can sell for a lot. Friends, you can't buy friends, I'm sorry. I feel you though. That's why I have it as option 3. The other 2 you can do alone. You say that as it really had it. I mean, that's true. I would have done a lot more had it not been 20 feet in the air. I would have done even more if it hadn't been 20 feet in the air, and if, you know, my character's wife and dog hadn't been within 10 feet. Because I don't want to kill them. But yeah. Final Fantasy Academy 101, yeah. But it is midnight. I know I started late, but I don't wanna keep myself up too long. So let's find someone to read. This has been quite the pleasure, though. Thank you all for being here with me. Let's see, Oopsie just... How's this going? How long has God's been streaming for?
Does it matter?
Well, it does, because if he's been streaming for a long time, then it's even better.
Oh, he's doing Dark Souls 2, so you need to do Prepare to Die raid.
I don't want to do a Prepare to Die raid.
But that's the rule of Dark Souls.
It's really not. For whatever reason, a lot of my gift subs are expiring, and I'm like, wait, I had that gift sub?
I saw a gift sub I had earlier. I was like, wait, I had
when
that?
did I get that? I don't even go to that person's channel. I've never been to that person's channel.
I'd never seen that person before. What the fuck? Hello?
Yeah. Hi, Ant! You arrived just in time. We're gonna, let's sit here and end with comfy. We're just about to raid cause... I'm sorry. You did! You are still the same Ant. You are still Ant Heels. All is well. But we managed to finish all of my Castrum Lacus Torre, so I'm never going back to that. I'm never ever going back to that. Never again. I'm not doing a 4th relic.
You say that. I'm about to say you say that.
Yeah, hi Zoe! Comfy time, comfy time. We are gonna read cause here though. So I hope, Aunts, Zoe, I hope you're both staying comfy and cozy. I hope you're both having a good night. Let's start this raid up to class. So, for those who don't know, Base Cause is the gooberiest goober on twitch.tv. He is a good friend of the channel. He's just a good guy in general. He is high octane, medium to high salt, and low height.
He is playing Dark Souls 2 right now, so it's gonna be more salt than than goober. So yeah.
He's a genuinely good guy though. You'll have a wonderful time over on his stream. And he has invited me to a collab this Saturday, so please look forward to that. We'll be playing a swoopy game. So please look forward to it. My nugget's a tier 1, right? I'm pretty sure.
You're what?
Nugget emotes a tier 1, I'm pretty sure. Let's give him a nugget raid. I haven't done a nugget raid in a long time. There you guys go. Alright. So if you don't have my emotes, you can unlock it for 100 points. Which I feel most of you should have by now. And that is an unlock for 24 hours. If you do have the emotes, then feel free to copy the raid message and post it one time into Cause's chat to know that he's raided. If you happen to like his content, then please feel free to give him a follow. He is a fantastic content creator and deserves every bit of it. He's a good bean.
Really
Hi, Helia! It is nugget time, and it's time to read Cause, but I hope you're having a good night. Thank you, Spade, and thank you for hanging out with us. Oh, Ben 10 the First, thank you for the follow.
I love that name.
That's a good name. It's a good show, too. Especially the first season.
Yeah.
But Ben, welcome to the Apple Inn, and we're sending you off over to base class. So I hope you all have a great night tonight. I will not be streaming tomorrow because I need to write for D&D. Oh, well, Ben Tennyson, thank you, and good night.